Hey guys, Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for All New X-Men issue 7, which you know is my favorite Marvel Now series. I get excited a lot to read this every month and sometimes every 2 weeks. So let's talk about this issue, but before we talk about this issue, we want to give you a little update that I have reviews on Dark Avenger Inc. that I usually do on Comic Uno, which are Smallville Season 11, Issue 10, Red She-Hulk Issue 62, Ultimate Comics Spider-Man issue 20, which is actually my pick of the week and which will be featured on my channel because it is my pick of the week, and Young Romance, the new 52 one-shot thing for Valentine's Day. So go check that out in the description below. There'll be a link for Dark Avenger Inc. so you go check out those reviews. But let's talk about All New X-Men issue 7. Let's talk about the cover. Love this cover. We get Mystique and Cyclops. You're like, what are they doing together? And this is, you know, past Cyclops. So you're like, oh, what's going on? I thought I had something on my cover, sorry. Yeah, so what's going on? You know, what's going on here? And great art. I love this art, but let's see if I like this issue. So in this issue, we get to see that Cyclops goes to this bank, and he says, oh, you know, I used to have a deposit box here. Could you bring me to the room? And this girl, she loves the X-Men because she doesn't like her life that much. She thinks it's boring. So she brings this, like, you're Cyclops. You're Cyclops, so she's getting a little starstruck. So which is cool because you would think she's a mutant, but she just like loves the X-Men. We get to see the point of view of, you know, people that aren't superheroes. We get to see the point of view. Some people love the X-Men, even though a lot of people hate them. Some people do love them, and I feel like they're getting a little bit more they're being accepted a little bit more by people. So we get to also see that Cyclops finds his old glasses, and he sees a wedding invitation. Well, whose wedding invitations is it? We'll tell you in the end. So we get to see that Wolverine comes in and says, alright, well, this is, you know, he's with me. I'm an Avenger. Let's go. So he walks out. The bank's at first is like, oh, well, he walked in. He's Cyclops. We gotta arrest him. And Wolverine's like, no, he didn't do anything. We're walking out. He didn't break any rules. But really, Wolverine was actually Mystique, and Mystique is just really giving him the confidence, saying you have to go up against yourself. Everyone else is scared of the presence of Cyclops or don't want to admit that they are, you know, they are friends with him, and that's why you are the one who has to do it. So Mystique kind of gives him, you know, a pep talk. And so we do get to see that with Mystique, but we end up seeing that she doesn't really care about the X-Men. She's only doing this for Cyclops. That way she has her own motives. We don't know exactly what those motives are, but she does have her own motives, and she doesn't really care about Cyclops or the X-Men. But the real Wolverine does pick up Cyclops, and they go home. Next, we get to see Kitty and Iceman, which is hilarious. We get to see them training, and Iceman is very lazy, and Kitty's like, alright, give me 50. 50? What? He's like, I don't want to do that. So Kitty's like, alright, fine, no powers, punch me, and you don't have to do anything. And of course, Kitty beats Iceman up, so I think that's hilarious. Kitty's my favorite character, and just that's what she would do. Well, second favorite character. Kitty is my second favorite character of all time. So it was fun to see that. Just some comedy out of all, I guess, the drama with Cyclops. We get to see that comedy. And it's really interesting to see Kitty as their trainer and seeing more of her character. And we also get to see Scott gives Jean something because that invitation, that wedding invitation, was their marriage wedding invitation, you know, years ago. So we find out, yeah, they were married. Well, we didn't find out, but they found out they were married. So that's pretty interesting. And I don't know if this whole entire going to the past is going to strain their relationship. Will they not even become married because of this? So that's very interesting. And this issue was actually really close to becoming my pick of the week, right next to Ultimate Comics Spider-Man. I give it 4.5 stars. It's really close. Really enjoyed this issue. I think it was a little bit on the slower side. It's still developing characters, not a lot of action in this, which I was like, oh, I like it, but you know, I do want a little bit more progression in the story. But we do get the whole little Mystique thing, so that was interesting. And I'm not a total fan of Cyclops. I want to see more of different characters, but we do have to see this past Cyclops. I'm really interested in his character. I actually like past Cyclops. That's the thing. You guys know I'm a big hater on Cyclops. I really don't like the present Cyclops, but I really do like the past Cyclops, and I like seeing how he changed, I guess. And he's not annoying in this, you know. He's so understandable in this comic. He's kind of lost. He doesn't know what he wants to do. And Mystique helping him is not any better, but it's very interesting in this issue. And the girl in the bank, I really thought she was going to turn into a New Mutant. I thought that would have made the story interesting, because he kind of connected with her character. It's like, oh, I do the same thing every day. And I wanted her to become a mutant. I thought that would be interesting in the story. And maybe in the future we will see that. But I thought that would be really interesting to see that. So really interesting stuff. Funny stuff with Kitty and Iceman. Good stuff with Mystique and Cyclops. Again, 4.5 stars. This is the best, in my opinion, the best series out from Marvel now. Really interesting. I want to see what they do with these past characters. And they develop these characters so well that it's amazing. Pick this up if you're not picking up all new X-Men. You've been hearing all the hype. The hype is worth it. It's a really good series. And again, really great issue. So close to being my pick of the week. I give it 4.5 stars. Really good issue. Great art, great story. Read it. It's amazing. Pick that up. Guys, this is Comic Uno. I hope you guys enjoyed. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the rant situations. See you guys later. Again, pick this up. Really good issue. Funny parts, drama, I guess. And can't wait until next issue. Bye, guys.